Whether you're a gamer or a vlogger, you can make money on whatever you're most passionate about. Find out how live streaming can be fun and also profitable at the same time. You'll discover more with the YouTube Partner Program, Google AdSense, affiliate marketing. We're going to talk about a bunch of different things on how you can monetize yourself with live streaming. And that's the thing. It's not just about gamers. The best part, you could be making money with or without a website. That's right. So we're just literally talking about live streaming. And by the way, speaking of live streaming, we're going to hit you up later on about a nice little company we like to deal with called Restream, but more on them towards the end of the video.
Well, let's start this list with the hardest to the easiest when it comes to making money live streaming. And stick around to the very end to see if you agree with our list, because there's going to probably be some things you're going to go, I don't know, that's pretty easy to get, or maybe, I don't know, that's pretty hard to get. I think this one right here, this is one Walt and I both agree with. At first, it's going to seem like a lot of work for you to have to do, and that's going to be the sponsorships. All right. Now, while it really isn't that hard to get a sponsorship, offer, the hard part's finding the right one that will work for you. Now, I'm showing here on screen a good friend of mine, Justin Moore. He actually has a service called Creator Wizard. Go check him out over on Instagram, on YouTube, and such like that. He actually, and Walt, this was a good one I'd sent to you not too long ago. He shows how video creators and live streamers can get sponsorships with absolutely no following whatsoever. It's mind-blowing. In fact, he actually has a weekly newsletter you got to get subscribed to, where he shows brands what they're looking for and the type of creator that they want and the budget that they're working with. It's really, really neat.
And so what does that cost usually?
Typically with getting something like the Creator Wizard, I think it's like you have to go check it out. Honestly, I haven't looked at it, but
it's a tiered program.
The newsletter though is 100% free. Like you'll get that stuff free. Like when you go sign up on their thing. By the way, not being paid to say this, and Justin's a pretty good friend, but beyond that, like I stand nothing to financially gain out of that.
All right, that brings me on to tip, or the second hardest. Tip number 2. You can tell what video I was recording yesterday. All right. So that one is courses. And Dale, I put this one second on. This one was almost the first one. And because I remember when you and I kind of created our little mini courses, which I'll get more into that. The thing was it was a big time drain. So here's the thing. If you have the knowledge and passion about a craft or a trade, then you can really create a course. It's not that hard if you have the information already inside your head. It's just getting it out there and getting it built. Here's the thing. It's really just time consuming, because the entry level to making some of these courses are anywhere from free to paying very little. And like I said, Dale and I kind of started out doing the whole mini course thing. And really we were just offering it for free. So our viewers would come in, they would watch a certain video, like how to do emotes, Twitch emotes or whatever. Then they would click on the link and they would get like a little free course to kind of went that along with the video and stuff. So, that's one thing that second hardest, but I wouldn't pass it up.
Yeah, quite a few of these brands here, we're just going to quickly mention here. You can get some free ones over Gumroad, Udemy, LinkedIn Learning. There's also paid ones. Uscreen, I am an ambassador for the Uscreen, so please understand I'm a bit biased on this. Kajabi's also a good one, and Teachable. You can look at all these various different platforms and just do a brief Google search. To be honest with you, it's not just limited to these very few options. Let's go over to the very next point, and that's going to be consultations or commissions. We're going to put those two things together. Just like the courses, time will be the only thing holding you back, but it can be done with a small following. Okay, so consultations, if you have the knowledge and the insights that people are looking for, then chances are very likely they're going to want to hire you for that. In fact, I get regular consultations based over on my other channel with self-publishing. And I mean, this is something that brings in a significant amount of revenue. Now, let's just say that you're more of an artistic type person, then chances are very likely you'll want to look into something like commissions. In fact, Walt used to watch a live streamer on Twitch that would knit hats, scarves, knickknacks.
She would knit.
Yeah,
that's her whole live stream was knitting.
Yeah, it's really incredible to see that you've had so many possibilities as a live streamer that you're only really limited to your imagination. If you stop watching this video, which please don't stop watching this video because we have a lot more to go, you at least
my favorites coming up.
You need to understand that it's creativity that's going to help monetize your live streaming brand. But this very next one is one of my favorites, Walt.
Yes, OnlyFans. No, I'm just kidding.
That's not till the end.
Affiliate marketing. Now, here's the thing. So now we're getting a little bit easier here. And really, this is the thing. It's easier. It's easier than finding good sponsors. So the thing Dale was talking about earlier, where you got to kind of find that sponsor that fits your area of expertise or whatever you're streaming. Here's the thing, as a game streamer or like just a regular vlogger style or reaction type stream, you really, the sky's the limit when it comes to affiliate marketing. And the big one, of course, is Amazon. You'll see Dale and I, we dropping the links in there all the time, talking about go down and click our links in the description. Literally, it takes zero money down, and the time that it takes, it's literally copying a link once you sign up their affiliate program, that is. And really, I mean, you're not getting tons of money, but it does add up pretty quickly.
Yeah, and speaking of the very next one here, it's a very smooth segue over to something like merch or print on demand. You know, we can probably bring everything in from my other brand of self-publishing, books and such. We're just going to toss that into the merch bucket right there. Really, setting up print on demand isn't that hard once you have a good idea or have already created your brand. So think about things like it could probably be, for instance, a good friend of mine, Julie Broad. She gave me this merchandise for book launchers. You can see I've got merchandise for Book Rescue. Walt's got merchandise here. We switch it over here to a screen. Show it there, Walt. So you can see we've actually got our own merchandise.
That's literally print on demand.
And the nice thing is you don't really need to be beating people up over the head about purchasing your merchandise. Just letting people know that that's probably one of the greatest ways to support you. In fact, actually one brand that I use, and I'm actually wearing the t-shirt for it, actually comes from Teespring. And Teespring actually directly integrates with YouTube. So when you actually hit about 30,000 subscribers over on YouTube, they allow you what's called the merch shelf. The merch shelf integrates directly with Teespring, which actually it's called Spring now, but you get the idea. At any rate, it directly integrates. You can put all of the merch that you want to see below each video. Now, you can have like a default if you wanted to, or you can set up individual ones. So let's say, for instance, we had a merch shelf on this channel. We'd probably show this shirt, and we'd show Walt's shirt over there, so that way people can go over and buy it and support the channel.
It's funny you say that too, Dale, because who owns Twitch? Oh, that's right. Amazon does. So guess what's kind of integrated in on the Twitch thing? You can literally get the app for it, and you can actually set up almost like a merch store that you would have on Amazon actually on your Twitch page. So that way, if you know, you're talking about this new crazy mouse or gaming keyboard that you got, or even the game itself, you can actually put that into your little Amazon merch store down there. People can click on that as well. So it's the same concept with the Teespring. As a matter of fact, Dale, where was this shirt made? Oh, that's right. Print on demand, Amazon.
Yeah, merch by Amazon. Merch by Amazon.
So you could literally make your own shirts once you get, what is that? Not affiliate. Help me out, Dale. Influencer, Amazon influencer, then you can actually start making your own shirts or whatever. And I think it's about the same though, as far as like the money made versus Teespring, right? It's about the same.
Right. Influencer, you don't need to be influencer in order to get merch by Amazon. Merch by Amazon, you go and apply for that. And I think it's at merch.amazon.com. And when they apply, they'll get in. But you can also get links, though, made through Amazon Influencer or the Associates program that you share the merchandise. So you not only get a cut of your royalties for each sale of the shirts, but you also will get an additional cut because you're using affiliates, which, by the way, a lot of people want to know, is that black hat or is that okay? 100% okay. You are just fine. In fact, they even encourage you to do that.
Okay, so I like that the fact that Teespring's tied in with YouTube. Actually, I didn't even know that, Dale. That's funny you brought that up this live stream. I'm like, oh, Teespring does it, and that's when I thought of the whole Twitch thing. So speaking of YouTube, actually, so the next we're getting easier now, and that is YouTube Partner. That's right, because the fact that once you make a YouTube Partner, you could actually start making AdSense on your videos on there. So that's the thing. That's why we always preach about taking your live streams and kind of using them again or whatever, whether you're making a collage of videos, highlight reels, that type of stuff. You should be taking this stuff, breaking it up or whatever, and posting it on your YouTube. Obviously, you're live streaming on YouTube. People are going to come back and watch the video as long as it's not 8 hours long, unless you got some mega fans. And if you got those mega fans, send them my way. Yeah. But so here's the thing. The reason why I'm ranking this one above Twitch, because obviously we're going to drop the word Twitch again in this stream. And that's because the watch time needed. Oh my God. That was the most brutal part.
It's tough.
Was the watch time. Mm-hmm. And I thought for sure we would never make the, 4,000 hours of watch time, Dale? Is that what it is?
Yeah. 4,000. Yeah. We thought for the longest time, our biggest struggle was going to be the 1,000 subscribers. but
Yeah,
we got the
it
1,000
wasn't.
subscribers with no issue. It was actually the watch time that I found most difficult. And actually 3 fully monetized channels, all of them had the same issue of getting that over that hump. And I even have another 4th and 5th channel that it's like literally right at this point, the subscribers are almost at the 1,000, but hitting that 4,000 watch time hours, it's tough. So as a YouTuber, you need to kind of focus on getting more watch time early on if you want to get in that partner program. Is it impossible? Absolutely not. You just need to figure out a way to make it work. Well, so, hey, you were talking about YouTube partner program. Why don't we just go on over to the very next one instead of staring at each other's heads and such? There was that awkward silence. We're not clipping that later on. People can go ahead and laugh.
Drop live stream, baby.
Drop some flames inside the comments if you enjoyed that little awkwardness. So very next thing up here, Twitch affiliate. All right, so this one, man, I'll tell you what. It is super, super easy to get into it. However, I want to kind of temper your expectations with the reality, but just in a second here. It's a bit easier than making YouTube partner programs. The time streamed is much less than YouTube's watch time, but can be difficult for most people to gain that first 50 followers. In fact, like reverse of YouTube. Yeah, you and I actually had ticked all those boxes off until like we realized, oh man, we need about another 23 followers on here, which by the way, go over to twitch.tv/livestreamingtech and hit that follow to help us tick that thing off.
Twitch channel. It's another Twitch channel.
So any event, so yeah, so Twitch affiliate, I just want to temper your expectations with the reality and that please understand that this is not going to be something that's going to get you rich overnight. I see so many people that get hung up by the Twitch affiliate application and they get stuck on some of these things and they grow very frustrated and they're like, oh, and they want to get it like right away. But the fact of the matter is, what are you rushing for? Do you have thousands upon thousands of followers ready to rain subscriptions and bits down upon you? If you don't, stop stressing. Honestly, it's a matter of like $1 or $2 you're going to probably miss in the course of a month on your first month streaming. But let's go over to the very next one because it's so funny that you mentioned OnlyFans because it kind of technically goes underneath this little category here.
Kind of. Okay, so this one here is actually, Dale, how I made the majority of my money streaming on Twitch. You'll see a video that I talk about this later, but and that's tips in Patreon. Here's the thing, I never used Patreon. As a matter of fact, I think I brought it up once when we first started live streaming tech and you told me absolutely not. So that's, definitely look at the fine print when it comes. Look at the fine print when it comes to Patreon. Hey, a lot of people use it. Whatever means you can do this. The only reason why I have this as one of the easiest things that you can do is because you can do this from day one. You can set up a tips or Patreon before you even had your first live stream or before you even posted your first video on YouTube. You legit can set this stuff up. And here's the thing. I mean, once you get that one viewer, you never know, that one viewer might actually want to give you a tip or support you through Patreon versus where we're talking Twitch affiliate. Dale, like Dale said, you might get a couple subs within that first month or whatever, but in the end, they're not going to kick over that money to you until you build up a certain amount. Where with the tips and Patreon or whatever, I don't know about Patreon, but the tips, I know I could pull that out as needed. But like I said, I always sat on it though, and I used it to upgrade stuff for my stream because I always passed it along to my viewers for the live stream because that was their hard-earned money and stuff. So that's the thing. Easiest one to do, set up some sort of way of gaining tips through Twitch, Streamlabs. Stream Elements also has it. You can use Patreon. You can set up an OnlyFans page. Just don't send us the link.
Heck, I'll tell you what. Gumroad is probably another one. They actually have a membership one there on theirs as well. Gumroad's really, really good. And something I probably think we should probably do like a full video about Gumroad. Just because it's just such an interesting way to monetize your brand, and it starts out like a 9% fees plus fees. So you're essentially getting like just about 90% of all sales that are driven through Gumroad. And so you can probably do a membership one there as well. So we need to probably explore that avenue one of these times. It's very interesting. Hey, folks, do you agree with our list? Do you see, do we feel like you have it in the right order? Let us know inside the chat in the comments.
Maybe there's another way. Yeah. So Dale, tell us about Restream. You said something about a deadline to me earlier this week.
Yes. So this is very important. All right. This is not some sense of false scarcity. If you've been on the fence about trying Restream Pro for 7 days free, you might want to get off that fence. All right. It's 100% free to you. You don't have to sign up. You don't have to put a credit card down or nothing like that. You get 7 days free of Restream Pro. When you visit livestreamingtech.com/Restream Pro by April 8th, on April 8th, the deal is gone. Like Restream came in, they're like, hey, we're cutting that. And I was like, well, we better tell people. So if you've been on the fence and you've been holding off, now's the time you go on over there. The good news is this. As soon as you get that little trial, you could do it for the next week. And then if for some reason you don't want to upgrade, that's okay. Keep the free account. Like, we're not going to hate you for that.
Okay, so going over to the chat, Keith Wheeler brought up a good point. YouTube channel memberships can also help. Actually, Dale, we've had a few members. Actually, we had this one member that was literally throwing us a membership, I think, I don't know, since we've had it, I guess. I don't know. It's like, that must have it like on autofill. So, but
let me see here. Yeah, keep talking about that with the channel memberships and how that works out for people.
Yeah, so with the channel memberships, obviously we give you nothing but our appreciation. So it's almost like a Patreon type deal, but it actually goes through YouTube. So think about it this way. It'd be almost like on Twitch where somebody subscribes to you. So YouTube's going to take their cut, and then us as the channel, we're going to take our cut at the end. And here's the thing, you can actually build up tiers just like you can on Twitch, where you could actually set it up to where they get free merch. Like maybe you have a bunch of stickers, print on demand or whatever. You can buy a bunch yourself, send them out to them. You can have special emails sent to them. Or you could actually have locked videos where only they can see it. I mean, there's so many different things you can do with the YouTube membership.
Hey, you want to know something else you can do? It actually directly integrates with Discord. So if someone becomes a channel member, if you get it connected properly, and someone joins your Discord, they'll automatically go in there. And here's the beauty of it. I know sometimes it's tough if you have tons of memberships. You're not really sure when someone expires or whatever. YouTube handles that for you. So if some reason someone lets their subscription lapse as a member over on YouTube, it'll just automatically pull that role off of them on Discord. I recently had stumbled over that about a month or so ago, but that's a really, really good point, man.
So inside the lab with tech, he says at least 7. And I agree. That was my first thing. I did that. Not that I'm gonna say there wasn't that many options that I had back then, but you know what I'm saying? It was literally, I think it wasn't day 1, but I know it was like the first or second week I set that up. And thank God I did, because I was surprised when I started getting tips and support from what little viewers I had on Twitch. It was crazy. And then Keith Wheeler once again says, in my experience, the best results is using a combo of the tactics. Oh, most definitely, Keith.
Yeah.
We're just listing them in what we feel is harder, you know, as a newer streamer, or as a streamer in general,
hardest to
deal with. Yeah. And sponsors, like I said, the only reason why I say that is because we're always cleaning out our email for sponsors. But there's a lot. Yeah, there's
some
a lot.
Some are a little sketchy. We've turned out more
sketchy or stuff that just doesn't match our brand. That'd be like Dale and I doing Magic Spoon. You know, that wouldn't make sense. Wouldn't make sense for this channel. And here's the thing. And sometimes it doesn't need to make sense. I mean, I can't tell you how many channels I see do the Raid Shadow Legends, and they're not gaming channels whatsoever or mobile channels.
I don't think you're going to see Raid Shadow Legends on this.
No.
Although Balloons TD might be one of them. Like
Balloons TD.
Reach out to us. We're hardcore fans. We will definitely we'll go for your lowest bargain buck right there. Hey, I want to give a big shout out over to Caleb Smith. He has been a channel member here for the last 2 months, and also the one that you're talking about is CB. Yep. CB has been a channel member on this channel for the past 11 months.
Okay, 11
Thank you so much, CB. We appreciate and we love you. Thank you so much. I know we really don't offer more than our admiration, but I imagine in due time, as this channel continues to grow, we're going to probably add some other things into here. But right now, we're just trying to keep moving forward, because I know with Walt, he's working on his book project.
And speaking of book project, you know what project I'm working on? It's this video over Dale's face today. That's right. You're not clicking on my face, but you're going to click this video that is over Dale's face. So those of you watching the live stream, you're probably like, what video is he talking about? Well, I guess you got